Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Running out of hand gestures to make. So today we're going to talk about more short stories from the Star Wars Galaxy Guide issue number 5 done by West End Games. I don't have a particular author for any of these short stories, but I do want to talk about them today. So the ones we're going to talk about is first one's based off Wedge. Remember, let me set up what's going on here. Vorin Naal, who is our rebel historian, is in most of these short stories, he is interviewing different people around the movies and getting their take on things that happened either during the movie that we saw or things that happened off scene that we didn't see in the movie but did happen. For instance, one is called A Briefing of Red Group. Basically, Wedge Antilles is Vorin's interviewing Wedge, and he's talking about, hey, this is what went on in the meeting before we went off to attack the second Death Star. And Hobbs is there. There's another young pilot named Randy with an I, that I don't think we hear about anywhere else. So I'm guessing he died at the Battle of Endor. Either way, basically Wedge is just recounting what was going on. Now, in Wedge's mind, this is the second time he's had to take down a Death Star. So a little bit of that is discussed, and what the differences are here, what the challenges are, getting down that shield generator, or we're screwed, the risks being involved in this. And for what it's worth, it was interesting. The next one is one of my favorites. It's called Ewok Defenses. And in this little short story, Vorin is interviewing Wicked Warwick with the help of C-3PO, who is the translator. And Wicked is telling Vorin of what was going on in the Ewok village when the Empire first came to Endor. And he's talking about how Chief Chirpa sent him out on a mission to do some reconnaissance, kind of spy on the Empire, see why they're there, what they're doing, what's their purpose, what are they up to, are they friend, are they foe, what's going on there. And he's just talking about his adventure into that. So the Ewoks were well aware of the Empire. As you know, they knew, Wicked even says, hey, I know a better way to get to that shield generator. I think I know where you guys need to look at. There's a smaller little base around here. So it's obvious the Ewoks had done some reconnaissance and knew where the Empire was. I mean, heck, this is their planet, this is their world. They know every nook and cranny. And that's how they were able to, locate and know where everything was with the Empire, which I thought was really neat. And so this story kind of explains this. Now, do we need a story explaining why the Ewoks know where the back door to the side shield generator is? No, but it does help the movie make a little bit more sense. The next short story in this Galaxy Guide is called Night Attack. Basically, Major Durlin, who we've seen in the movies before, even though he may have said one or two lines. But anyway, he's just a small one-off character. He's telling Vorin Naal of a little mission they went on right before the Battle of Endor to capture an AT-ST, one of those little chicken walkers, right before the battle broke out. So that's basically all it is. There is another one, though, called Imperial Scouting Party. And basically, in this one I love. This one is about a lieutenant in the Empire who is basically giving his account after the battle saying, I told you those Ewoks shouldn't be underestimated. It's great. Man, his name was Lieutenant Kivit, I think. But anyway, he's basically saying, I knew that those Ewoks were up to no good. We should not have, because it's obvious the Empire also knew the Ewoks were out there too. And probably they just fired their gun and the Ewoks went scampering off. So they said, oh, those are just stupid little creatures. They won't bother us. And in fact, if you look at the Star Wars Illustrated Guide with Kevin J. Anderson, even though I don't think I've mentioned anything from this, there's actually I don't know if you call it a short story, but basically a report from another Imperial scout saying, yeah, this is great. Endor's easy, right for the taking. These Ewoks are harmless. But this other Lieutenant Kvet's like, no way, man. We shouldn't underestimate these guys. They're super smart. And now now the Death Star is destroyed and the Empire's on the run, he can now sit there and go, I told you so. I told you those dad blame Ewoks were up to no good. And for that reason, it's actually enjoyable to read. All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. See you next time with another video.